Hey guys, it's MandaPanda. My custom Bendy pony has been a little lonely lately, so today we are going to be customizing this Applejack into Boris from Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm starting off by twisting the pony's head firmly to the side until it pops right out of the neck plug. Now I'm taking my large scissors and I'm going to cut off the bulk of Applejack's original hair because Boris doesn't have any hair at all, and I'm using some tiny nail scissors to cut the hair all the way down to the scalp. Using my nail scissors, I'm going to reach inside the head and scrape out all of the hair roots. They do end up stuck inside the head, so I'm just using my little tweezers here to pull all of that hair out, clean everything up. Now I'm going to take my small scissors again, cut off the tail, and then use the tip to push the rest of the tail directly into the pony's body, using a little bit of acetone to remove the cutie mark. And this pony's all ready to be customized into Boris. For this custom, we are going to be using an X-Acto knife, so if you're underage, make sure you get your parents' help with this part because you don't want to cut yourself. I am cutting off the ends of the ears to make them straight instead of round because Boris has these really long ears, kind of like floppy dog ears, and that's a better shape for Boris than the original pony shape. Now the ears are a little too short, so we're going to extend them using some Sugru today. I've used this in so many customs in the past, but if you prefer, you could always use air dry clay. I just prefer Sugru because it doesn't shrink and it sticks to the surface of the pony and I don't have to worry about it falling off. So we've elongated the ear here. Now I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife again to carefully trim the ear down because it is just a little bit too long now. And I'm going to round out those corners and bend them down just like Boris is. Using a little roll of Sugru, I'm going to fill in all of those holes that were left over when we removed the pony's mane. And now we need to let the Sugru dry so it gets nice and hard, then we can get started painting. I'm going to actually mount the pony head at the end of a pin just to help me hold it while I paint. Taking some black nail polish, I'm going to paint the back of the head and the sides of the face. For Boris's actual face, I want to make it like 3D and raised just like my Bendy pony, so we're going to be using Sugru to make that. I do not have brown Sugru anymore, so I'm going to mix up blue, yellow, and red to make a really murky dark brown color, and then I'm going to lighten it up with some white Sugru and a little bit of yellow to get that perfect shade of like vintagey, dirty, brown, yellow that the characters are in the game. But if that's too much work for you, you could always just make the face solid white. The Sugru's all flattened at the front of the face, and now using the blunt end of one of the clay tools, let's trace out the shape of Boris's face. For his nose, I have a long piece of Sugru here, and I'm going to use my fingers to attach this piece to the pony's face, and he's looking a little bit like Pinocchio right now, so let's trim that down with some scissors and then just keep shaping his nose with our fingers. And I'm gonna carve out the very tip of this for that shape he has right in the front. Let's use that same little trick now to add a little more Sugru to make his cheeks nice and full, and then let's roll out a round ball for his little nose. This looks so awesome. I'm gonna let this Sugru completely dry, and then we can start painting on Boris's face. For this, I am just using regular acrylic paint and a fine paintbrush. His eyes look just like a Pac-Man, so let's fill those in, paint his nose, his cheeks, and if we want, we can give him a mouth. I'm also going to fill in that section of his face that needs to be black right on the side. Let's cover this with a layer of clear nail polish to seal all of our work in, and then get started on Boris's body. Using some more Sugru here, I'm going to put a piece right around the bottom of the back legs for Boris's little boots, and that has completely dried now. So let's cover it with some black nail polish because Boris does have those awesome black shoes. I'm gonna use the same black to paint the front two legs and all of Boris's body because his shirt is black. Now for his overalls, I'm going to be sculpting them out of Sugru because I had so much of it left from the head. But if this is too much work for you, again, you could always just paint on his overalls. You don't have to use Sugru for this part. I'm just using my fingers to connect all of these pieces together to make one big piece of Sugru in the general shape of his overalls. And then to refine that shape, let's use that blunt tool now and just cut out those awesome edges, roll out some small little tiny overalls and attach them to the body by gently pressing the Sugru into itself. Once it dries, it is going to be stuck there. It is not going to fall off. It is not going anywhere. Now he just needs his gloves, just like Bendy's. Let's attach a piece of Sugru right across the front. We can trim it down with that tool we have. And let's roll out some buttons for Boris's overalls. And then I thought it would look super awesome if we took a long snake piece of Sugru and put it right above the edge of his gloves to really make it look like Boris's. And that's all of the Sugru that we need for the body. Real quick before it dries, let's redefine the tail hole by pushing in the end of a nail dotting tool. Let that completely dry, and we can now add some accents to Boris's outfit to really make it pop. I'm just using a fine paintbrush and some black acrylic paint. Once all the details are in, I'm going to cover the entire body with a layer of clear top coat to seal all of our work in. And if you wanted to, you can go ahead and give Boris a tail. Let's put the head back on the body and take a look at our completed custom. Here is Boris the pony, inspired by Bendy and the ink machine. He looks so awesome. Oh my gosh, take a look at those ears. They look so cool. You would never know that they were made out of clay. They seriously just look like part of the pony. How awesome did Boris come out? Bendy is going to be so excited to have a new friend. Now all we need to do is make an Alice Angel pony and we'll have the trio. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you use my video to make your own custom, I would love to see your finished pony, so send me a picture on Facebook or Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, Little Pandas. Until next time, bye! you can follow me online. To get the latest news and updates, like my Facebook page, facebook.com/MandaPanda Toy Collector, or follow me on Instagram at MandaPanda Toy Collector. Want to mail me something? Guess what? You can. Mail it to MandaPanda P.O. Box 2855, Humble, Texas 77347.